Hello and welcome back, YouTube, to another episode with your Blue Jays franchise, and here number 2. And we are 2.5 games behind the Boston Red Sox, heading up to the trade deadline, and we are finding a way to fight our way back for a possible AL East championship run here. The Blue Jays sitting in the first wildcard spot, but the Tigers and the Royals right behind us. Baltimore starting to heat up. Yankees starting to turn things around. Athletics struggling lately. Guardians struggling. Rangers and the Angels are down there. And Dalton Varsho, we had talks that we're probably going to lose him in free agency. We are going to hold on to him for a playoff push. He's got 12 home runs, 48 RBIs, 274 average. He usually hits in the 220s, and he's been so far playing like he's going to earn a massive payday in free agency. See, if we try and get up to 25, he's still not even at full interest yet. And it's going to be close to $30 million probably before he is going to say yes. See, he wants over $28 million a year before he fully wants to come to Toronto. And I think that's just going to be way too much money for him. Shane Bieber, I think, can definitely be a little more doable. If we want to bring him back and he's got full interest, you'd be looking at 24 to 25. So $24 million a year for Shane Bieber for 5 years, I would be more willing to do that. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. That's just something to look forward to in the offseason. And we got the Diamondbacks, and they hold on to beat us 5-4. Jose Barrios credited with the loss. Carroll with the home run for the Diamondbacks. Santander, John Rhodes has himself a day, a 3 RBI home run, hitting 277 on the year so far, heading into the halfway point. Barrios 5-9, gave up 5. Oh man, questions remain about what do we do with Barrios too. And we lose back-to-back games. Arizona wins this one 9-5. Mackenzie Gore, second start as the Blue Jay. A little bit more rough here on this dual round. Kirk with the home run, 2 RBIs. Barger with 2 RBIs. And he gives up 6. Only striking out 2. Can't get through the 5th inning. Ricky Tiedemann gives up 3 through 4. Alright, game 3. Shane Bieber, second game back since his injury. And 2-1 Arizona, bottom of the 7th. And the Diamondbacks sweep the Blue Jays, so 14 games above 500 now. And we have the Tampa Bay Rays in a 3-game series before the deadline. Pete Fairbanks against his former team, they hold on for a 2-0 win. Fairbanks gets his first win of the year, and against his former squad. Joey Loperfido with the home run, 2 RBI day for him, and the bullpen looking solid there. Game 2, Bowden Francis on the mound, and shut out 5-0. Bowden Francis, all in all, not a bad game from him, but only 2 hits for the offense here. Francis gives up 3, but man, oh man, the offense just disappears. Jose Barrios, can we get a bounce back game from him? 5-9 on the year. 6-0 so far, only 3 hits for Tampa. Oh, they do make a comeback attempt, but we hold on 7-4, and we win 2 out of 3 against the Rays. Vladdy, Schneider, Varsho with home runs. John Rhodes with 2 RBIs on the day. Vladdy with 3. Jose Barrios gives up 3 through almost 8 innings. Nice bounce back performance there. Now looking at Martinez, we still want to try and get a decent return for Martinez. But if the trade offer's not there, we'll hold on to him. I know we looked at this offer last time in last episode, but we're hoping we get some better results. Yeah, we want someone MLB ready. Let's see what offers we have for these 2 prospects. Martinez, he's only got 1 MLB game in. Jonathan Clase, kind of out of prospect range now, but still a young player that could make an impact. Tyler O'Neill from Baltimore, they're still pushing for the playoffs, so we're not going to make that trade. Ryan Walker, possibly, with the Giants. Rockies, no. Diamondbacks, Jordan Walker's still there. This time Mike Soroka. That one could possibly be a deal we look at. That's tempting. Wilson Contreras, he's got some heavy money on his contract. with Andre Palante, Tim Kent's, Ryan Fernandez is there. Ryan Fernandez might be a bullpen arm we look at in the offseason. Going after. That could be a possibility. Brady Sinner, Kevin Alcantara, Matt Shaw. Yeah, no, none of these names are really standing out to us. Dylan Cruz, that doesn't make much sense for the Nationals. We are not going to go out and make those kind of trades. Marlins, no. Maybe for Meyer. Augustine Ramirez. No, he's kind of been their building block. Athletics. No. Reed Detmers. Possibly go after Reed Detmers or Joe Adell. Is someone that could also be a decent trade. Guardians going to trade the first overall pick. Yeah, no. Trade logic still not really fixed here. But there is a trade that we are interested in. Brendan Donovan on a Cardinals struggling squad. He's got one more year arbitration, 29 years old. And we're going to give up Jonathan Clase, Charles McAdoo, and a prospect. And Brendan Donovan's going to slot in at left field. Joey Loperfido, he's got options still, so I think we're going to send him down to AAA. Let him continue to grow, be an everyday player. For in the meantime to make a roster spot available. Unfortunately, he's the odd man out. And when you want to make the playoffs and push for another World Series title, you definitely got to make these choices. But he's going to spend the second half in AAA, just continuing to develop. Brendan Donovan, he's all around pretty solid player. He struggles with power against lefties, but all in all, he's going to get on base. Robertson on the 15-day DL, and a big trade here. Baltimore is trading away Adley Rutschman to the Reds. They get Chase Burns and Edwin Arroyo back, and that's a pretty solid trade right there. And Seattle gets their closer. They get Mason Miller. My goodness. Angels get Joey Bart for Soler. Wow. All right, there's some interesting trades. Drew Rasmussen goes to the Mets. Seiya Suzuki goes to the Giants. Corey Lee, he's traded. Hassel's going to Arizona. All right. Honestly, not too shocked by any of these trades. A lot of these do look realistic. I am fine with that. But definitely a big move from Baltimore there for a team pushing for a wild card spot. They get rid of Adley Rutschman, who had 2 years left on his deal. But we're going to jump into some gameplay, people, because we got some new additions to the lineup. And Brendan Donovan does not have to wait long to return back to St. Louis, as the 43-66 and Cardinals trying to rebuild and get back to their playoff dominance. Have gotten some prospects in return from the Bluejays in the last couple of years. Looking at trade candidates still before the deadline, Castellanos, Alvarado, and Reese Olson. Some interesting candidates there on some contending teams for the playoffs. Well, you think the Phillies would want to hold on to those guys? I know Castellanos is on the last year of his deal. Alvarado's definitely struggling. Can see the Phillies trying to get rid of that contract. But we got some gameplay coming up here on the road in St. Louis. Brendan Donovan set to face off against his former team. And Tim Kent's making the start for the Cardinals. Definitely struggling for the young pitcher, making his 22nd start. ERA over 6. A whip of 1.5 and over. 87 strikeouts through 95 innings pitched. And a walk rate of almost 10%. And Lars Nootbaar, a man that we were looking at possibly going after, up at the plates. And we are going to get some game action with Mackenzie Gore, acquired at the All-Star break. And looking to have a strong impact here. Well, you need a strong lefty in the rotation. Ricky Tiedemann still young. Can pitch out of the bullpen for the rest of the year. Mackenzie Gore, we're hoping, can be that number 3 guy in our rotation. Mason Wynn, former Cardinals top prospect, starting to show up here for St. Louis. And he hits a hard ball right to third, but Ryan McMahon swallows that up. And he's so trusted at third base, he'd love to have him there. Every time it's hit to him, you expect an out. Ivan Herrera, 5 home runs, 33 RBIs so far on the year. Gore with the pitch. And the 12-6 curve is going to miss the zone. I expect a lot more swing and miss stuff from Gore with his velocity, but there's definitely a lot of contact. There's Ryan McMahon. What a play, and he got him. 1, 2, 3 to St. Louis. All ground balls. And Ryan McMahon shows off why he is staying at third base in Toronto as they lead through 1-0, and 2 hits through 1 for your Blue Jays. Cardinals looking for some offense. Nolan Gorman, another man that we thought of going after for some offensive boost. Possibly in the offseason, we can try and make that deal. And that one is smoked into right field, lined out there. Addison Barger with a huge catch there. Nolan Gorman with some velocity off the bat. Now Wilson Contreras, 0-2 count. A pitch. And this one is popped into center field. And he will make it. Dalton Varsho, no mistake about it there. 2 up, 2 down to start things off. Soft contact so far early on against Mackenzie Gore. Trent Grisham, the former Yankee. 2-2 counts. Right to Ryan McMahon. Another ground ball, and he's got him. 6 up, 6 down here for Mackenzie Gore and the Blue Jays. We're in number 1. Hopefully in your hearts soon. 1 run, 3 hits. But we want to see a little more swing and miss stuff on Mackenzie Gore, as the Cardinals offense looked pretty deadly last series, and their pitching is definitely the reason why they're struggling. Lucan Baker. He's got some power in his game, and that's going to be a hard grounder right past Jimenez. No shot there. Leadoff man on base now. Go ahead run at the plate for the Cardinals. Nolan Arenado. 0-2 counts. Got him with the changeup. That is going to be Gore's first strikeout of the day. Nasty changeup outside corner. Jordan Walker. Someone that the Cardinals wish showed up to his potential. Slow chopper to short. Bichette for 1. Will not get the double play there, as he was very slow to get that ball out of his hand. So Jordan Walker will stay at first with 2 outs. And I don't know why, but he definitely took a little bit lazy run there. Bo Bichette, some defensive issues, but can he make up for it? Yes, he can. Will not come back to haunt him. Cardinals get 1 hit. Cannot bring in the tie-in run. And Mackenzie Gore so far looking solid, keeping the ball on the ground. Cardinals in their last 10 games, they're 2-8, and they are struggling mightily. Mason Wynn, 2-1 counts. And Vladdy's got that. He waves off Gore. Leadoff man is retired. Wynn, definitely someone the Cardinals prize for the future for years to come. Ivan Herrera. Got some power at the catcher position, but that's going to be chopped right to Jimenez. 2 up, 2 down. And Mackenzie Gore. Not the pitcher we were expecting here. We wanted a little more strikeout in his game, but this is solid too. A little reminiscent of Ricky Tiedemann. Just a lot of ground balls. Now the pitch to Gorman, and that one caught looking there. A little bit hanging curve, luckily did not swing. This one he's going to take right past Bo Bichette, so that's a 2-out single for Nolan Gorman. Man on first now with 2 outs, keeping the inning alive. Wilson Contreras, 2-1 counts. And this one right to second base will retire the inning there. So 2 hits through 4. And Mackenzie Gore is looking solid. Even though against a struggling St. Louis team, I do like what we see out of Mackenzie Gore so far. He's not making too many mistakes. He's got good command of his pitches. And he was playing with a pretty bad national team. So if he can pitch like this in the postseason, just keeping it on the ground, I'm fine with that. And that's going to be a leadoff hit to the former Yankee Trent Grisham. So some speed on first. No outs, full counts. Arenado on deck. And a strikeout pitch there on Lucan Baker. Hitting 286, wanted to take that one out of the park. Looking for a fastball, he got a changeup instead. And got him swinging through. Now a 1-2 count to Arenado. And this one is shot into right, is back. And over the head of Barger, oh my goodness. Oh, we thought he could make the catch, but no. So runners at second and third now with 1 out. And Mackenzie Gore in trouble for the first time today. Arenado still showing he's got some ball in his game at his old age. as Addison Barger just can't make that catch. Just out of his outstretched glove there. Now an 0-2 count. Walker caught looking. What a pitch from Mackenzie Dorr in a jam. Does not show signs that he is looking worried. What a pitch. Oh my goodness. Freezing Jordan Walker. Oh, lovely. Now a 1-2 count to Nootbaar. This one into the left. And that is going to be caught by Donovan. So the Blue Jays get out of a jam. Still leading this game. And the Cardinals down 1-0 through 5. We need the offense here to show up. It's Mackenzie Dorr still in this game in the bottom of the 6th. Mason Wynn leading off. Hard grounder to Vladdy, and he's going to take care of it. Leadoff man is retired. Speed threat is off the base pass. Vladdy has definitely been very solid defensively at first. So you don't have to worry about putting him at DH. Ivan Herrera now watching that one for a ball. So that one kind of painted the black, but the ump doesn't give it to us. Next pitch, he's swinging away. Right to Jimenez. He's got him. 2 up, 2 down here through the 6th inning so far. Mackenzie Dorr not showing too many signs of fatigue. 0-2 count to Gorman. Got him. Caught looking. Painting the black up top. Gorman just watching that one all the way. And Toronto still holding on to a 1-0 lead. Mackenzie Dorr. We like what we see out of this young man. He's got one more year of arbitration. So hopefully we can find a way to win this one. As Yimi Garcia coming out of the bullpen. Blue Jays now up 2-0 thanks to Alejandro Kirk. RBI. And Yimi Garcia has been the man out of the bullpen for the Blue Jays. What a year he's had. So come on. And there you have it. That's going to hold on for a 5-2 victory. Oh, the offense shows up late in the innings here for both sides. And Brendan Donovan will celebrate a victory with his new squad against his old one there, as Jonathan Clase stuck in the dugout here in Game 1. But both squads will go at it again, as we want to take a look at Brendan Donovan in his second game on the road in his familiar Busch Stadium. As 63-47 Blue Jays take on the 43-67 Cardinals. And Sonny Gray, he's having a heck of a year on the mound. I'm surprised he stayed in St. Louis at the deadline, but that contract is definitely tough to take on. So 1-1, top of second. Brendan Donovan, let's see what he can do against his former squad. A pitch from Gray. Way up in the zone there, high curveball. Tempting to swing at how slow it was, but man, oh man, that's out of reach. So 1-0 count. Donovan looking to do some damage against his former squad, and that's a hard liner in the gap. He is thinking 2 all the way. Brendan Donovan is safe at second. 99 mile an hour off the bat off that sinker. His 21st double of the year. And Brendan Donovan against his former teammate rips that in the gap. You love to see it. He's so underrated, but man, oh man, he does everything almost well. Now Alejandro Kirk. 2-2 count. Can he bring Donovan in from second to break the tie? The pitch. Is it going to be in the dirt? Now Donovan, definitely not known for his speed, but he is very solid on the base pass. Barely gets called out. And a full count. Come on, Captain Kirk. Bring us home. And this one popped into left center. It is back. Off the wall. And it's going to bring in a run. Kirk comes up clutch there. That looked like a routine flyout, but it just kept on carrying all the way to the wall. And we will take it. Kirk an RBI double. Oh, that looks way better off that camera angle. Never mind. Captain Kirk, thank you for bringing home a run. Now Jordan Walker, he's not having a horrible year. 12 home runs, hitting .254. And on 0-2 count against Shane Bieber. Donovan in left field today will make the catch. Walker is retired. Leadoff man sat down. July players of the month, Gunnar Henderson and Jackson Chourio for Milwaukee. And we're going in top 4, tied at 3. Shane Bieber struggling a little bit here on the game. And that's a hard hit ball, but that's right at second, and that's going to be a double play to end it here. Brendan Donovan rolls into a double play. Sonny Dre giving something back to Brendan Donovan after hitting a double in his first at-bat. But that was well hit, unfortunately, right at Nolan Dorman. And the Cardinals get out of a jam here, still tied. Now, tie game again. Every time the Blue Jays take the lead, the Cardinals make a comeback. And Wilson Contreras on an 0-2 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Shoots this one hard past the third baseman, Ryan McMahon, up against the wall, and that's going to be a 2-out single. So Shane Bieber struggling today on the road here against the Cardinals offense. Can he find a way to get out of it? Yes, he does. So top 6. Man on first with 1 out. Cooper Jerpy, a young lefty in the Cardinal system, now in the game. And this one is taken deep. Brendan Donovan has homered in his return to St. Louis. And that one was out of here in a hurry. 92-mile-an-hour fastball right upstairs. Brendan Donovan with his first home run as a Blue Jay. Oh, we will like that return very much so. It's 7-5. And the Blue Jays have a late lead here. Lefty on lefty crime. Brendan Donovan saw his pitch and he took it. And everyone knew it was gone right away. The crowd went silent, seeing their former player just take that one out of the park against a rising prospect. Now Jonathan Clase, speaking of former players, he's getting his shot. He is 0 for 2 in his Cardinals debut. Man on first, 2-2 counts. Sir Anthony Dominguez on the mound. Let's see what Clase can do for the Cardinals. And this one is a hard hit liner. Jumping into left. Donovan trying to throw his man out. Then the throw is there to third. Not in time. He's safe. So runners on the corners now. And speed at first. Jonathan Clase has his first hit as a Cardinal. Now I think this trade will work out well for both sides. Jonathan Clase, 23 years old. He's going to be a surprising player in the majors. And Brendan Donovan, he's just someone that's ready to help us out now. And he's 2 for 3 on the day, and he's going to take a walk against Kyle Leahy. Mr. Leahy walks Brendan Donovan there. Now Kirk, he brought home Donovan last time. Cardinals are up 8-7, top of the 8th. Looking for some comeback magic here. Now the pitch to Kirk. And the hit and run, that one's going to be popped. And not even out of the infield there. Yikes. That's all right. Let's see if we can work some extra magic here. Can we force extra innings? We believe in this squad. We got the lineup for it. Vladdy, 1 for 4. Man on first, 1-2 counts. 3 for 8 in the series. He's facing off against Ryan Fernandez. Trying to close things out here. The pitch. And this one is shot. And this one is caught into left field there. So the Cardinals win this one. And so far through the series, each team has got a win. Jonathan Clase in center field. Jordan Walker in left. Lars Nootbaar in right. The new look outfield in St. Louis. And looking at the prospects we have drafted. Derek Coronado. We were definitely hoping for an A potential there with their first pick. But 61 overall, B potential guy. All in all, we're all right with that. He's definitely going to be a huge boost to our prospect pool and pitching wise. And in Double A, hopefully he can grow and show signs of a true ace. He does have low K rates, so hopefully he can find ways to strike guys out in the minors. Now Sammy Martero, a second round pick, 64 overall, 21 years old. He's got 3 pitches to his mix. John Ryder, 46 overall, so he's definitely going to be in the minors for a very long time before he's MLB ready. And I definitely think he's got everything he needs to work on there, especially for a catcher. His arm is not where we want it to be. Doug Rosenberg, not going to be a power outfielder, but he's definitely got some defense, decent speed. But Ricky Aldridge, the steal of the draft, and he's got some things to work on. Would like to see his walk and K rate go up. He's going to give up some hits there, it looks like. But man, oh man, in 2 or 3 years, he could be a solid addition to the pitching rotation. And Russ James, 65 overall, deep potential. Hopefully we can find a way to grow him into a solid bullpen arm. The White Sox went with Kevin Lane at shortstop at their first pick. Josh Ridley went to Cleveland. Tigers went with Josh Toney. Royals got some solid first 2 picks there in their pitchers. Jack Franz. Twins struggled with their draft class. Astros, same thing. Oh no, this draft class doesn't look that great. Angels go with Schuster. A's, alright, they get a decent draft class there. Ricky Hilton, 3rd overall pick. Angel Coronado, a man we were looking at and hoping he was there in the 3rd round. 56 overall, B potential. And he's going to be a stud with the A's. Woodrow Butcher, someone that we're looking at possibly in the 1st round, but we're fine. He went to Seattle. Huey Bryant. Oh man. Maybe we made a mistake. We should have taken him from Jamaica instead of our catcher there. But there's going to be some swing and misses in the draft, and unfortunately that one was a miss. Shane Hurley with the Nationals. 6'5" Canadian there. Oh, unfortunately he wasn't around for us. Herb Lamar with the Cubs. They definitely had a weak class. The Reds had a couple solid prospects there. Milo Mueller is someone that we were looking at. 50 overall, 18 years old, from Hawaii. The Brewers. Pirates go with Brad Brewer, another shortstop. Arizona goes with Freddie Rhodes. Dodgers get a couple prospects that are studs. Matt Gramlin, Juan Guerrero. Giants. Baltimore has a horrible class. Boston not great either. Alright, and the Yankees get a couple solid prospects there in Villa and Farmer. But Farmer's definitely going to take a while to develop. Foster Kenny, the 1st overall pick, and man, oh man, was he deserving. And can he come back and haunt the AL East? Foster Kenny, keep an eye on that name for years to come. Until next time, we'll see you guys then. Peace.